Good afternoon. Welcome to our show. Now, let me turn this down a little bit. Welcome to our really big shoot today. There's some things I want to discuss that came up. Hey, Jonathan, good to see you, buddy. Carol Amerio, you're the first one. Congratulations. Polly Miller, hello. Hip, hip, hooray. Anyway, good to see the three of you out so far, and they just keep coming on. Boom, boom, boom. Here, Carol, you should have put on there Army, ARMY, and then tanks, TANKS, Army tanks. Like tanks a lot.
Happy anniversary, honey.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. I got my 20 years in. Yay!
Yay.
Now I got to do 20 behind bars. What?
Yeah. So, yeah, we're excited. This is 20 years of
There you go, Carol.
what
Army
did she
tanks.
say? Army tanks.
That's what I say. Tanks a lot. Army tanks. Thanks, buddy. Jonathan, thank you. 20 years is a long time to be doing this, and I can imagine how Paul feels. Jeez.
And we're going on into 7 years, I think, of doing the shows online, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Denise. And thank you, Carol. Hello, Mary Erickson. Hello, Jose. Good to see you, Joe. And thank you for the anniversary. Thank you. 20 years. Hijo. And I've done countless readings. I've helped a lot of people. I've forewarned people on a lot of stuff. A lot of illnesses and that. It's just throughout the 20 years, man. I've gone up and down, up and down. And they say, why don't you write a book? I'd have to write 2 books on the psychic thing. I'm 17 in June. Holy moly.
Wow, Jonathan. Awesome.
Is that 17 years or is that June 17th? I don't know. Danny, hello, Danny. Thank you, buddy.
17 years in June, yeah.
Wow.
That's awesome. I know.
Yeah, to keep on doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. And then you got knucklehead people that don't want to listen. And,
But not these viewers. These viewers always listen, right?
Look at Mary. Well, start writing.
I know. There's no excuses, right?
Yeah.
Well, I thought I'd join Roger on his celebratory show tonight. Celebratory. Is that the word? Celebratory. I'll use it. I'll take it. So, yes. And it was a bumpy road,
See?
right? It always is a bumpy road. It's not one that you take. It's not for the,
Not for the faint of heart.
Faint of heart. Thank you.
I always hear that. So I throw it in.
Right.
Anyway, anywho, by any means. What am I going to say?
I don't know, but you have a lot to talk about tonight, I think, right?
I got it in paper right here. I got it in paper.
School book paper.
See,
that's what I use.
I had homework.
Paper. Yes, he's got his homework cut out for him.
But you all know that once I get out. Oh, by the way, Jonathan, thank you, buddy, for your time zones.
Yes.
The time thing that you gave me. Now I can advertise your show some more, buddy.
Well, there's Jonathan, and he has shows on Sunday, Tuesdays, and Fridays for sure. And then he's on other people's shows too. But I want to tell people right while Jonathan's with us right now, this is Jonathan Keyworth. He has a spirit box that he investigates cold cases.
Yep.
And
it's a cool show.
And
it
he's
really
awesome.
Is.
And so you have the times in front of you, honey. Why don't you tell them? You have the Jonathan Keyworth's times that his shows are.
No, I'm on.
In front of you. my
Okay,
gosh.
we got it at times, okay?
Oh my gosh.
Jonathan is on at 2 p.m. on Sunday,
That's Central Time.
right?
Yes. And what's it?
Talking with the Source. That's the name of the show. The second one was yesterday, December 7th. What? No, sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Yesterday was Tuesday, and it was on at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, and it's called Targeting with JK47. Now, this Friday, Jonathan is going to be on at 9:05 p.m., and he's going to be with the network. It's called
Legit? Legit.
Legit Descents into the Darkness.
I
We.
hope we got that right, Jonathan. Give us a
If I
thumbs
don't get it right, I said, because it's not written the way I want it.
up.
Okay. We got to say good afternoon to Christopher James. Linda Root,
Yes.
thank you very much for the
Wow, wonderful.
congratulations.
Yes.
Sandra Alvarez, thank you for the happy anniversary. You know, it's been 20 years. It'd be nice to be doing another 20, but that's up to the Lord, not me.
Jonathan says that he's currently talking with Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla? Okay.
Which is, folks, I can't iterate enough that you got to watch the show. It's just a cool show the way he does everything.
And then he has little offshoots or video offshoots of the show where he's
Right.
clarifying what he hears through the spirit box. And I have to admit, Jonathan, I haven't watched you a little while. I've been retired from the business a little bit and catching up with family. But I will be catching up with you too.
So I want to say everybody who's wishing me a happy anniversary on my 20 years of doing psychic readings and being a psychic medium. Thank you. Okay. I want to say hello to Julie Evans. Hello, Julie.
Hmm.
Uh,
And she says good result from her appointment. That's awesome. Julie
oh,
says that.
super. I'm glad to hear that. I
Yes.
really am. Kathy Henley Little, hello. Good to see you. Thank you for the happy anniversary. Sean Marie, thank you. Um, there's some things that came up. And let me say real quick for now, I want to thank you all for praying for my two daughters, Alicia and Maria. They're both at home recovering now.
Hmm.
They're both sore, but I'm hoping that Maria's going to be on the show today. She said, "Dad, I don't know if I could do it, but I'll try." So, thank you, Christopher.
Thank you.
But I want to thank you all really from the bottom of my heart. My babies are home, and that's all that matters to me, you know.
Hmm.
And there's some couple of things that came up. Um, both Faye and I were wiped out last night because I mean we stayed there from the time Maria went into surgery at what we were there at 8:30, no mom, something like that.
Yeah, yesterday morning we were there,
And then
8:30.
we didn't leave till what 3:30 somewhere around there.
Yeah, very, yeah, 3:30.
A lot
Hmm.
of walking because you go walking back and forth to her room, and her room was way the hell on the other wing. And let me tell you, knowing damn well that I need a new knee, and I need now I can feel it a new hip, and I was just really wiped out. And we both were crabby, and we both took a nap and went to sleep. That was it. But I just thank the Lord that they're home, they're recovering, and everything went well. And I would really want to thank you all for your prayers. I really do. But should I talk about what happened, babe?
Sure. This
The
brings us
phone
to our,
calls?
huh?
The
Well,
phone
this brings
calls?
us to our topic today, perhaps besides the other things we're going to talk about. Um, just the topic today, and I'm sure Jonathan, you might be able to relate. I don't want to bring you in if it doesn't, but it's
No, let's
topic.
bring him in.
I mean,
Shut the door. No, what?
I mean, as far as agreeing with us that
Our
psychic.
topic today, or our title,
Mm-hmm.
is psychic mediums are human too. You know,
Right.
we're not
Yeah.
wizards, okay? We can't wave a magic wand and bang, it's done.
Mm-hmm.
We're just human. We bleed the same. We feel the same way you do. Everything. We go through the same things that you have to go through. So I want to bring this up because it really kind of pissed me off. So I got a call yesterday from a guy that I've been dealing with from Texas for a long time. I mean, years and years we've known each other.
I'm going to delete this.
Knucklehead James Spirit. Come
Yeah.
on, really?
Yeah. He's gone.
Anyway, this guy called me and he was drunk. I'm going to say this above all, respect what I do. Don't ever, ever call me drunk. I don't mean the word calling me drunk. No, I mean, don't call me on the phone when you're intoxicated. I don't want to hear from you. Okay?
Okay. Can I put up what Sean Marie
Yeah,
says?
right. Go ahead.
Sean Marie says, my best friend's husband could use a lot of prayers. His name is John. He's in the CVIC. He's in CVICU in Georgia on event and life support prayers for recovery. He has 2 young girls and a wife. So everyone, please lift up. I don't know what his name is though, honey. Could
Yeah,
you?
Sean, can you put his full name on
That
there?
helps. We can
That helps us a
bring
lot.
him direct prayers. We want to raise another person up in prayers as well, honey. You've got that on your list.
Right. And wait, I got to say, Jonathan put on there,
Okay.
he takes pride in his wizard title.
Okay.
Jonathan, don't go against the grain.
John Martin is his name, John Martin. So let's hold John Martin up in our prayers for healing and recovery. Thank you, Sean, for
Yep.
sharing
We
this
will
with
be
us.
praying for him.
And we want to also offer up prayers for Mary Cantu's
Yes,
son,
her son. Now,
Tony.
folks, Lisa is it to her sister, right?
I'm not really sure how the
There's a
relationship is.
relative of Lisa and Tina Cantu's that got a hold of us. Her name is Mary Cantu. Some idiot
A kid.
slammed her son against the lockers, and he has a bad head injury. So we need to pray for him. I don't know what his name is, but
His name is Tony.
Tony.
His name is Tony. So,
So,
I mean, if you would also include him in your prayers, that would be fabulous because this is what we're all about is the wonderful viewers we have. We've had them for so long. And prayer is work, folks. Prayer is work.
yep.
And I can feel them now. Thank you all. Thank you for listening to that. So, anyway, bring me back to prayer. Psychic mediums are people too. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Can you throw my 20 years in there too?
No,
No,
mm-mm.
you're
It's
mean
one
to
or the
me.
other.
You're mean to me.
Uh huh.
Anyway, I want to thank everybody who's been congratulating me on my 20 years of being a psychic medium. Mind you, now our title, we are normal people, just like any, well, kind of abnormal, but we bleed the same and
He's.
everything.
Mhm.
But we don't, what I'm trying to say is don't live your life by a psychic. We're not doctors, number one. And I stress that a lot. So does Paul Francis. We're not doctors. We are just human beings that have this gift. Okay?
And as psychic mediums, sometimes things come through when spirit talks to you. Am I right?
Yep.
As regarding people's what they may have like something up with them. You pick up something. Do you want to tell us how you just what you see when you see that? Or is it spirit talking to you when you pick up a medical thing, or is it actually when you
They
scan, or is
show
it
me
both?
pictures. Okay. Now I take it that a lot of you have watched the show The Good Doctor, where Sean Murphy just stands and stares and a screen pops up and shows them all kinds of stuff. That's what happens to me. And if I say I see this, and this, and I also tell you I'm not a doctor, but this is what I see. Please go to your doctor and get it checked out.
Or
I
you
always
have
say
the
that.
or also you have the choice of not going to the doctor, and that's
Yeah,
okay.
that's up to you.
And that's up to you. We're not saying, you're terrible if you don't, but I have to
I
tell
will.
you from personal experience that Roger kept on telling me, his wife, that there was something ugly that he saw around my stomach area that he didn't like. And I sort of poo pooed it all the time. And finally, I had a terrible attack of pain. And maybe you guys remember that about 2 years ago or so. I can't remember the time, but I had what was a gallbladder attack more than once. There was like 3 times, and two of the 3 times I didn't tell Roger about because I don't know, I thought it would just go away. Yeah. But so it, it, you don't, it's your choice whether to dismiss it or not. My sister also didn't like it when Roger told her that he sees a bad tooth. She has a bad tooth. This was like 4 or 5 years ago. And she goes, I don't have any trouble with my teeth. There's nothing wrong with my teeth. He says, yeah, I see that you might be losing a tooth. Well, she says, I really think you should go to the dentist. You really should. Well, she went to a different dentist. And lo and behold, she had a terrible infection in her mouth, which was really bad. And guess what? She lost her tooth. Now, so we're not,
It
he's,
was black.
it was, and I'm sure, what did you see? Did you see blackness in that tooth?
I saw the blackness and I
Okay.
saw the pulsating.
Okay. So I'm not gonna, I don't mean to be sounding defensive with this, but I just want you to know that what Roger sees is his gift, and he doesn't feel like he should have to filter what he sees, especially when he was told to share his gift, or he feels he was given that message. So, yeah. And yeah, right, Kathy. So gallbladder attacks feel like a heart attack. So I didn't really know what I was
Yep.
having. And yeah, it was up in my upper body and it was pretty scary.
And I
So I
told her,
remember,
let's go. Boom.
yeah, yep. So anyway, thankfully we got that gallbladder taken care of. That gallbladder is out of my body. I'm cool. I'm off. I'm feeling better.
Now, I want to say hello to Linda Rudd, Sandra Alvarez, hello.
Yes.
And wait, I'm going down the list some more. Where did I see it? Amy, hello, Amy. Linda Purcell, hello. Noe, hello, Noe, and
I
hello,
know.
Mary Lasea. And thank you once again for those who wished me a happy anniversary on my 20th year of being a psychic medium. I I I, I could do 2 books, one on being the medium itself and the things that I've done, some of my readings, and the other one with the things that I've the things that I've seen and told people, and they ignored. And some of them ignored them. Some of them went to the doctor and got taken care of. You know,
Or so you also see the possibility of somebody having you saw for one guy that he was in a bad situation and he needed to change his life around
Timmy. Yes.
and he said he was going to. So
Yep.
he
I
Roger
shook
was
that kid, a little 21-year-old kid, and I shook him to beat hell. And I mean that. Really shook him up. I grabbed him by the shoulders and shook him. And I said, turn your life to God now. I said, I see it. Something bad's going to happen. I will, Mr. Garza. I will. I said, man, I want to slap you. You're not listening. Okay, I will. Well, that was on a Wednesday that I saw him. Friday night, he goes to the bar, big shot with his gun. And he said something to 2 guys. I don't know what he said, but there was a guy on each side, and they pumped 4 bullets apiece into him. 8 bullets, and he died right there on the spot. his friend called me on Monday to tell me about it. And I said, don't tell me that was him. He goes, yeah, it was. And I said, I told him, and I mean, I was crying, I just screaming into the phone, telling him, I told. He goes, yeah, I know, I was there. He goes, you tried to warn him, but he didn't want to listen. And these are things that bother me. Why come to me if you don't want to listen to what I tell you? Now, going back to the guy who called me drunk, he was intoxicated. I had my daughters on my mind. We had just gotten home from the hospital, and I was worried about my other daughter, Alicia, because her surgery was scheduled at 12 o'clock, and it was major, major surgery. So I was worried about that. And then he calls me intoxicated, and I just, man, I want to just, oof. That was one. And I'm not going to say who else called me, but somebody else called me and said, I need a reading right now. I need your help. And I said, I just got home from my daughters.
Well,
I
it was
said,
also late at night, by the
yeah,
way.
it was like 8:30
No,
and
it was night. It was 9:30.
9:30.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, the thing is, I'm not going to drop everything I'm doing to tend to you when I'm waiting for a phone call from one of my daughters or the moms or something. But I just said, I can't do that. Please, please, please. And I'm going, what about my feelings? What about what I'm going through? You want me to drop every damn thing I'm doing just to cater to you? No. That's why we put under psychic mediums are people too. We have feelings. We go through things, you know? And I thought it was kind of rude, but I just said, okay. I told her, I said, no, I won't do it until tomorrow. I'll call you tomorrow, see what happens. So this big, big rush of this and emergency and blah 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 today. Oh,
Oh, there
everything's all right, but I would like a reading sometime.
we have Becky Banker here today, MF Overflow, and guess what? We also have Paul Francis Medium here. Hello,
Hey,
guys.
speaking of, no, I won't say the
No,
devil.
no, but
Speaking of our buddy, good to
yes,
see you, Paul. And as you see, we're human
yes.
too. Paul and I are both human beings too. And we are not doctors. We both always say we're not doctors, but please consult your doctor. Go see your doctor. I see this, I see that. Please go see your doctor. Not come and see me. What the hell am I going to do? I'm not going to do the operation.
Well, and so here's the other thing. I have to say hi, Elise. She's MF Overflow. That's what we want to say. There it is.
Oh,
Hi.
hello, Elise.
Yes. And so also Paul
What
met.
is that she got a picture of?
I'll
What's
go
that?
back. I think it looks like a copy of a book, but I don't know what it is.
Well, that makes a lot of
I don't
sense.
know for sure. Okay,
But
so
here's the thing, and folks, we're psychic mediums, both Paul and I. And Paul has been in longer than me. I just got in my 20 years. But respect what we do. Don't use us like we're clowns. We're not. We're human beings and we have a gift. If you want our help, number one, don't do like the call I got yesterday. Don't call me intoxicated and don't call Paul that way either. And nothing is that vital that you got to right now, right now, right now, right now. Hell, I just got home from the hospital with my daughter who had surgery, and my other daughter was in surgery by the time I got home.
yeah.
But you want me to drop everything and cater to you right now? It'd be like you telling Paul, never mind Johanna, Paul, I want you to tend to me right now. No, I'll say that for Paul and I'll say that for me and Faye. No,
Mhm.
you get us when we're on the clock.
Well,
If it's an emergency, like somebody's in the hospital and they're dying, then by all means, yes, I will answer the phone.
right. So
But
there,
don't get a hold of us over something that can, like they say, wait till tomorrow. And that's exactly what I did. I put it off today. I called the person today. What's up? Everything okay? Oh, yeah, it's all right. But I really would like a reading when you got time. I wanted
okay.
to, you know.
So Paul brings up kind of a related question regarding on seeing things in other people. He says that very often we don't get to see what's coming for us, and he adds, I mean,
True.
yeah, except, and then he also says he wasn't shown his mom's cancer nor my own, or even my wife's. So we have to learn lessons as well. Yeah, I mean, we
But, Paul, drop what you're doing right
there's a
now and tend to me.
it's
That's
kind of
more than anything. And then we do our shows. What do you see for me? They just logged on. Like one last week, I had one. 5 minutes left. Anything for me?
hi, how are you? What do you
I
see for
haven't
me?
seen you or talked to you for 2 to 3 years, and all of a sudden, bang, tend to me. No,
S- So we don't mean to be scolding our
I
viewers, okay?
do.
No, I mean I'm just saying
If you were here, I'd
we're
spank your
just kind of
butt.
venting. This is the life and times of a psychic medium when we're picking up our phone. And I'm not the psychic. He is. I hear everything he does. Hi Becky, how are you? And
Now,
go
honey, let
ahead.
me say this too.
Yes.
Another thing I want to throw in the topic.
Yeah.
I got out of relationships a long time ago because one time I almost had to fight a husband. So please understand, our gift is for talking to the other side to help you get over your grievance and whatnot, to get the last word that you need. Not to, are we going to last? Is he coming back to me? I mean, like, come on. This is what I always used to say. You should know the dog you have at home, Charlie Brown.
So also, and Paul is very good about this too. Relationships are really up to you. So instead of asking the psychic medium, how is my relationship? Ask your spouse, ask your boyfriend, ask your
Right.
wife. Talk to your wife because if you don't communicate, chances are you will not last. I mean, I don't know how you can last unless you do. I mean, I can tell you of 2 specific, uh, marriages that I had that there was no communication and they didn't last.
Now, let me state one thing, honey. You're trying to sell this book, apparently, or something. If you want to do something like that, get a hold of us first. Do not put it on our show. I'll tell you that right now. I want a picture of you, not a damn book. Okay? And if everybody says, wow, why is he so crabby? Because I'm tired of dealing with knuckleheads.
I wanna just, add, I mean, Paul, you really helped us have our topics today, and so he's kind of expanding, and thank you for joining us today. My post today was about several people who have messaged him about what a psychic had said to them about specific illnesses. These illnesses don't didn't even exist after the person had visited their doctor. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, Roger himself, well, you would admit that you're not 100% correct, but you do see maybe about what it might be, but you do see, how do you see it? Tell us how you
Well, let
see
me
that.
give you an example. We had a lady on here, and I did apologize to her, and I told her if I offended you at all, I'm sorry. And she said, no, no, no. She said, you were right. I told her on the show, I said, I see a tumor in your brain. And she wrote back, said, yes, I'm seeing the doctor for it. I told her daughter was in the same picture. I said, please tell your daughter to go back for a mammogram because I see stuff. I can't help what I see, but I see it. And you don't have to listen to me. Like, who the hell is he? You don't have to listen to me. But it's your body, it's your health. And I see things for your health, not mine. That's why I'm so adamant about getting you to a doctor to get checked. Hello, Jojo Walsh. Hello, Loretta Lewis. Hello, Becky. Becky's our good buddy. She's really promoting us a lot. And thank you, Becky. Want to say anything? Keisha Cosby. Hello. Thank you, everybody who's wishing me a happy anniversary of 20 years. Who the hell is this? Lynn Smith, Terrell. Come on, girl. Get a life and get your own show. Don't come on mine or ours. Let me read your palm. Orale say, read it. Come on. I do palm reading, yes, but I do it when I see you. Lynn Smith, there it is, honey. It's up on top for Becky. Good Lord. Some people need a life, man. Did you get the other one? Or you want me to get it? There's one up there. Right over MF Overflow. Please put a picture in your deal, your profile, not a book. And here's another thing I want to say. If you go on any of my pages, and I know Paul will do the same, don't advertise stuff without letting us know. Talk to us. Don't plaster something on there and all of a sudden, oh, I know that'll sell. It's on his page. Don't do that. I'll just take it off and then I'll block you. Apparently, my wife can't stand it. But come on, you guys, you gotta be. You have to have a heart and some compassion. We are human beings, man. We're not robots.
Hello. Okay, can anybody hear me now?
I hear you.
Oh,
Plain this day.
can you hear me?
See,
We're not talking. Okay, so Elise, sorry. No, she's not trying to sell anything on our page. Thank you.
irregardless, how could I do a book? You know, I don't do books. I need to see a picture of you. If you want anything off of this show, show me a picture. Nobody advertises on this show.
Okay. Okay, so Paul says that he's even had an ass who convinced a 14-year-old child she had an evil spirit
Oh,
within her.
God.
Oh my God. What a doorknob. That is just not cool at all.
No.
And the other thing that I think frustrates you, honey, and probably Paul, I'm sure you've run across this, is where people see several different psychic mediums and then they call upon Roger and they like, well, that's not what the other guy said, or this is what they said.
Yeah.
Well, if you, I mean, don't.
It's like here's the deal. I had a call that I did from Florida. Now she's a regular client of mine, and God love her. And I would say something, and she would say, "Well, so and so told me this and this," and I'm going, "Who are you dealing with? You want to deal with so and so? Call her up. Don't call me."
Mhm.
And it was like everything I said. Oh, and then she thinks she might be. I don't know, but she thinks she's intuitive. So everything I would say to her, she would rebel back. And I'm going, why are you wasting my time? If you don't want to hear from me and want to hear what I tell you, why are you calling me? And I'm sure, Paul, you get that too.
Well, anyway, so we just kind of had an event tonight, but it was a kind of an anniversary. And MJ or Elise, I want to say something. I don't mean to be sorry if we're sounding
Who's Rosemary?
crabby. She was answering what I had asked about what the picture was. So, in all fairness to Elise, I'm sorry if you were offended, but we do need to have your picture. It helps, as you probably know, to have your real picture, so that if things come through, to help things come through for you. That's how it works. That's how it works here.
Oh, this is another knucklehead. Whoever's on Facebook right now, please get on YouTube, okay? Because as you can see, we're getting these knuckleheads. You got it, babe?
Yeah, I'm going to have to. I will.
Put the Facebook one up.
I will give you the
The
link to
coordinates.
the shows. Yes, on if you're on Facebook, I'm working on getting to you the link to get on this particular show. So
I'm
here
going
we
to put
go.
up what Paul said.
Yeah.
Find a family member and when I share. What kind of a deal is that, Paul?
One person asked me to find a family member, and when I shared what I got, they dismissed everything, saying there's no connection to that area. I said, Where is he then?" She said, "We don't know." Oh, wow. I know. Holy moly.
This is what I mean, Paula. Like we're weeding out the knuckleheads per se.
So, I mean, we're looking. I mean, psychic mediums. By the way, as a continuous observer of what Roger does and also what Paul does, I know that what they do is very similar. If you watch them work, you will see them like turn to the side, and it will be. I know spirit is talking to them. It is a real thing, and it takes a lot of energy to do that. It takes a, a, a tremendous amount of energy to do that, and just respect that very thing. Who on here? I mean, I don't know very many people who can do that.
Hello, Nancy. Get off of Facebook, Nancy. We're getting hackers down. Please, everybody, come to YouTube. You got the coordinates on?
I'm working on that now. There goes.
Richard Dearden, buddy. What did I tell you? And I was going to call you yesterday, but I was wiped out because of my daughters being operated on. And thank you again, everybody, for praying for my two daughters. They're at home recovering now, and everything's fine. And Polly, thank you, dear.
So I did put up in Facebook what the parameters are, the YouTube link to this particular show. So please click on that if you're on Facebook, and you should be directed right over to this show.
And Loretta, yes, I have seen your mug many a time.
Okay.
Hello,
So
Mary. There's our buddy Mary.
yes, Mary, good to see you tonight.
Now
So
we're playing this weekend, Mary. So
yeah,
tell Carol.
yes. So basically, they said we don't know where he is. Paul says, I was drawn to an area. The response was he has no connection to that area. Well, if he's there, they freaking have now.
This is what I mean, Paul. It's just man, it just gets my goat. I mean, I do.
Oh God. Anyway,
Jojo, thank you, dear. My girls are at home.
yep.
I was hoping my daughter Maria would be on. She was one of them that had to go to the hospital. But they're at home recovering now, thank the Lord.
We also want to extend prayers, include prayers for Johanna.
Yes, so very much so.
Yes. This is Paul's wife,
Elise,
Johanna.
thank you, dear. Very pretty,
Is
by the way.
going to, that's awesome. Who maybe
Yeah.
Paul, you can say that, the chemo that she was on wasn't working for her cancer. So they are working on a new, very cool, it's a progressive treatment. I'm sorry.
No, I'm
sorry.
looking at Agna puts two dogs on.
Oh, I see.
Hijo.
No, Paul, I wanted to make this
And then
fair.
Smiley, where's Smiley
Please
at?
extend your prayers to include Johanna.
Yes.
Okay, I don't think
We
I need
have
to
to
explain
pray
everything.
strongly for Johanna and for, I think his last name is Cantu, Tony Cantu,
Right.
which is Mary Cantu's son. He got slammed up against the locker and apparently
By
his
another student,
guards.
by the way.
By what, honey?
By another student, I think. And
And if
he
he
was.
doesn't have a concussion, I'll be surprised.
Oh, okay. So, Paul, we were wondering about this ourselves. He says that he will be on live this Thursday but possibly not next week. Johanna's having a very serious operation on Monday, so next week will be scary for us as a family. So everyone, please hold the family, Paul Francis's family, in your prayers. And we love your wife, your family. We want you
Yep.
to go through knowing that we are all with you. We are with you.
And if you need somebody to talk to, buddy, I'm here. You know that.
Yeah. Yeah. I know that you've gone through a lot yourself, Paul. It's good to see you
But
back.
this goes back to the title right there, going across.
Yes.
Psychic mediums are people too.
Right. Things happen to us.
Yes.
Absolutely happens to us. I mean, we're living this life, we're experiencing this life. We've been put on this world to experience life, and sometimes it really sucks. Okay, we have Kimasabi something or other who wants to have somebody. I'm blocking you, you jerk. Okay.
See those that are on Facebook, they'll attack you. Jojo Walsh are on Facebook. They will come in and you'll bring in the knuckleheads. This is why we always say get off of Facebook and come on YouTube.
So if you don't wanna hit the link, go to YouTube and go to the channel Roger Garza Senior Psychic. He's there. Thank you. Thank you, Elise.
Wow. Oh,
Wow.
and then somebody, I think it was you, Kathy Hanley, that had asked me about my grandson Damien. Apparently, he's going through chemo treatments. He's okay. He's at home, and apparently, he doesn't want to talk to anybody. So I'm just hoping and praying. His mama was my daughter Alicia, who was in the hospital getting operated on too. So, like they say, when it rains, it pours. But I'm praying for all their recoveries. And this is why I say psychic mediums are people too. We go through stuff too. We're not superhuman beings. We are different.
I
But,
think you are super. I think you're kind of super.
well, honey, that's between you and I.
Yeah. Good to see you, Cindy. I'm glad you
You're
joined us.
late. Where were you, young lady? No.
Ugh.
Anyway, let's do cards real quick. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I got the rest of the deck right here, and I've already shuffled them up. You guys ready to do some cards?
Yep.
And thank you, Kathy Hanley, for asking about my grandson Damien. Like I said, he's going through the chemo treatments. If I found out he was bald, I'd shave my head, and that's the God's honest truth. Just to be with my grandson. But apparently, he doesn't want to see anybody right now. Nicole Thomas Ryan, Nicole Thomas Ryan, hello, good to see you. And I believe you're across the pond, if I'm not mistaken. All right, here we go. I'm going to just flip and flop. Lupita Prado, hello, and she wants number 1. And here it is. Ask for your needs to be met. All right? If you have needs, we're all needy every now and then. I've asked for prayers for my 2 daughters and my grandson. Oh, and my great grandson is doing super well. At the age of 2, I think it was, he had cancer. And folks, I want you to know they damn near cut him in half. He's okay now. He's, I think he just
remission.
turned 6 years old.
hmm
And he's running and playing and everything, having a good old time.
It's
And I'm
wonderful.
so happy. God
And I
is
know,
good.
and I know our viewers were praying for him as well.
Yep.
hmm
Card number 1, ask for your needs to be met. And here's what it says. God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped. And it begins with asking. Ask. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help. but only to do that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you.
Yeah, that was what that
Swallow
kind of
your
segued.
pride, okay?
That was kind of amazing how that segued into after the prayers, to ask for
Yeah,
people to
yep.
support. It's
It did.
awesome.
It really did. Okay, Carol wants number 1 and 3. No, you can't have that. All right, here we go. Number 2. Nobody for 2? Who put Amy? Did that? Wait a minute. I see that. Amy put under 11, honey. Just slap. Ooh, number 2. Who's got number 2? It's a good one. Let me see who's got number 2. Do we got any
Nicole,
number
not
2?
6, honey.
Polly Miller. This is good for you, dear. You'll
Christopher
love this.
James has it. Christopher
Kathy
James.
Little has it. Becky has it. Becky is a good one. This is called Visualize Abundance in All Forms. Ooh. And may I add, tonight, folks, tonight, the Powerball is at 1,000,000,009. 1.9
No,
billion.
1.09. I looked it up. It's
Oh, so then I was
1.09.
right. It's 900,000 then?
Yeah. hmm
See, I knew I was right. But you got to argue
Well,
with
you
me.
said it
Listen,
wrong when you told me.
I said 1 billion point. This is what I
You
said.
said 1.9.
1,900,000.
Are we going to argue online here?
See.
Okay.
Okay, anyway, getting back. Visualize abundance in all forms. Now you see, folks, psychic mediums are real. We do argue.
Boy, do we ever. It's
God
good.
gave you such a great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. It goes to that saying I used to say. Hold a steady version of that.
Vision. Oh, version?
Oh, did I hear something over here? What the hell was that? Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, like me. Helpful, positive, and filled with blessings. And that is what you will experience. Now, you remember the saying I gave you a long time ago. Whatever you vividly imagine, ardently desire, sincerely believe in, enthusiastically act upon, must inevitably come to light. Okay? And that's this card right here. God gave you such a great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, helpful, positive, and filled with blessings, and that is what you will experience.
I think what you and
But
I wanted to stress, and you stressed it too, is that you just don't visualize it, you act upon it. It
right.
doesn't happen unless you act
Well, you
upon
can
it.
picture yourself a multimillionaire or billionaire, but I'll tell you what, if you don't play the game, you don't get nothing.
Or build the bricks every single day. Just build your bricks every single day.
Yep.
Just keep on moving.
All right, card number 3. This is it. Oh, Joe Hernandez wanted number 2. Good for you, Joe. That's a good card. Card number 3 says cooperation instead of competition.
What now?
Paul,
No, what? What was that?
cooperation
Cooperation instead of
instead of
competition.
competition. And this is it, folks. Let me tell you. Paul and I, like he says, we give each other the Mickey. But I haven't met Mickey yet, and I haven't gone to Florida. Hello. But we tease each other a lot. But God love him. I'll tell you what, folks. Neither one of us compete against each other. We're friends. We do what we do in our respective ways, but we still back each other up. We don't compete against each other. We back each other. And that's what you need to do. Even in a relationship or a marriage, back each other up. Like they say in Spanish, we say "skineame," which means be in my corner. I know Faye's always, but she's got my back. I know that.
I
That's
don't
what the
always
way
agree
you
with you,
need.
do I?
No, but you always have my back.
I do always have
But
your
you
back.
learn later on that I was right. Okay, thank you. Let's go. Now here's what it says: cooperation instead of competition. What's yours is yours, and no one can take it away from you. There's no need to compete as there's an abundance for all.
Right.
You have you have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. And how many times have I said I would share? With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. That's exactly what I meant. If you guys can't work together, why are you together then? Simple as that.
Paul chose number 3, by the way.
There you go, Paul. That's it. It's like this. You when you finally say you get engaged, now he's got his checking account, you got your checking account. Hopefully and smartfully, you combine the two and make it into one, Mr. and Mrs. So and so. And it's one checking account. And if you're smart and you don't know how to do adding and all that, leave it to the wife because the wife usually knows. I said usually.
Don't say
Okay.
anything more. You don't want to get into any more
No.
trouble than you already are. Okay?
Jojo Anderson, we have daughter's inquest today. She's sadly committed. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, honey. Really sorry to hear that. Look at Paul says, wait,
Whoop, whoop.
Paul?
Yep.
Hello, Rob. Good to see you, my friend. ¿Cómo estás?
So Elise said that Paul gave her some awesome message about abundance of cash last time it came and continues to. Thank you, Paul.
Okay, let me give you my address.
Oh my God.
Seriously, folks. You know, how many times have I talked about having my own church? Because I want to do things for people, you know? Is that another hacker?
Yep.
Yep. Sofia, por favor, get your own show. Una chinga. She's hitting up Egna too.
Yeah.
You finally learned, buddy.
That's cool. But it's true.
Oh, really?
It's true.
But I will say this, Paul. Happy wife, happy life. All the time. So anyway,
And okay.
time is really flying by.
I know.
But we had some stuff that we had to talk about, you know. And I get tired. Paul, I feel sometimes like we're rags, you know. They use us, they roll us up and throw us in the corner.
Well, it's. I mean, you're all. But you put yourself out there to help people. That is true. But there are
right. But that's
But we do have hours. We have business hours, and they're on our website and everything. And the thing when people call beyond 9 o'clock, 9:30, it really bothers me too because that's our time.
right.
That's our time together, the family time together,
And let me say this.
and
We are human, number one. But number two, respect us. We have a certain gift, and you want to console with us because we have this gift, then respect it. Don't think that we're buddies and all that. Hey, I can call you at any time. Let's have a beer and all that. Where are you? No beer, but you want me to help you. Think of what we go through, okay? I went last night. thank God I had Faye with me because I was really worried about my daughters, and Faye helped me through it. Literally, I mean, she like grabbed me by the arm to help me up because my hip was going out. Now look what Paul's going through with Johanna. So I want you to really, folks, really think before you contact us. Is it really necessary? Can it wait? Not like the one I got last night. I gotta talk to you right now at 9:30 after I just get home from my daughter.
Or also, if you are either on drugs or drunk, don't
Oh,
call. Don't be calling.
don't ever call either one of us drunk. You're wasting your time and ours.
Hmm.
And from now on, I will not accept. If I can hear it in your voice, I'll just hang up. Simple as that. Or that you're high. And I can tell. Trust me, I've been around it enough. Not that I've ever done drugs like that, no. But I've been around a ton of people. God rest their souls, they passed.
That's interesting, Paul. I just want to tap into what.
Put it up.
Okay, I'm going to say this. Paul says, I have found that the ones who disrespect us the most are the ones who are afraid of the future and fear the ultimate death, dying. Yeah.
We all have to die, folks. There's no
Hmm.
getting around it. Hide in the closet, but it'll come and get you. Just live your life daily. Don't live it with us. Like you have to find out every move, every this, every that. When you call with, to me, idiotic questions like, are we going to last? Me and my husband, my boyfriend, my fiance, is he going to come back to me? You ought to know your own. It's your household. It's not ours. You should know how it's going. If you said something
Plus,
wrong to hurt him, then of course he's going to leave.
you're put through
Think.
this you're put through this life to experience your life. And that includes heartbreak and disappointment. And sometimes marriage is heartbreak and disappointment. You have to go through it yourself and you have to be accountable whether you did that one right or not. It's the psychic medium isn't going to be clicking his wand and saying, "Oh, I see 4 more years or 5 or whatever."
Cindy, I
Whatever.
applaud you. You're,
Very good. Her husband and she are going on 9 years, never once had a fight. Wow. Argument or hardly a disagreement. Thank God every day we found each other. Well, good for you, Cindy. I think we have a little argument every day, don't we, darling? Just a little one.
it's you not seeing it my way. I'm
You
not
also have to
stupid, folks.
you have to have a sense of humor when you're married, actually.
Can
If
you
you
read
don't
what
have it,
Kathy put under there?
I want to get back to Roger scanning the body. Roger has always been correct with all of the issues he has seen. Bless you, Roger. Well, thank
Thank
you.
you, dear,
Thank you,
for
Kathy.
saying that.
I mean, for me, it's a little scary when he does do that because he's really putting himself on the line. But he always says he's not a doctor.
Yep.
And he says it could be this, it could be that. Um, please have the doctor check it. He's not about to say, I can tell this is really, please have the doctor verify. Bible says, once appointed unto man to die, and after that the judgment.
Well,
Okay.
here's the thing. On this earth, no one can judge anyone because there's only one judge.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we mess up and everything else, God eventually forgives us. Okay. And
Well,
I know everybody's expecting me to do reads and whatnot right now, but there was so much on my mind from last night because of what happened and what we went through that I just said, no, enough is enough. I had a guy and I'm still waiting, and I know he will eventually pay me. As soon as I said the first word to him, I mentioned one name to him, and that name got to him so bad he started crying. And he said, "Wait, what? How'd you know that name?" He goes, "Wait a minute, no, wait, nobody's ever done that." I said, "Who did you call?" He goes, "Yeah, but nobody's ever done that for me or give me that name." I said, "Why do you think people call me? Why do you think people want to be read by me?" I said, I'm not God, but I know what I hear and I know who's with you. He goes, yeah, but, and he's crying and crying. And then the guy didn't pay me. That's the bad and the good. I should have locked it in first, but I didn't. But what are you going to do? I put him on his honor. That's beautiful, Paul. Go to the other part that he said. Exactly, dear. Talk things out. If you do not have communication or trust, you do not have anything. Remember that. It's very important. Rebecca Lemke, hello. Good to see you. I'm going to go to what Paul says, honey. Okay, let me say this. Regarding that, Paul,
Hello.
this is the truth. I'm going to tell you a true story. When I used to live in the Valley in Texas, there was a lady who was on trial, okay? And this lady was we call them brujas, which means a witch. She does spells and whatnot. And I know, a lot of people don't believe in spells. Well, apparently this lady went to this lady, the witch doctor or whatever, and said that she wanted her husband
Hello.
gone, dead. I mean, dead, dead, gone. So she paid her a lot of money. 3 days later, the guy fell down a well and broke his neck and died. The lady came back to the lady again crying, saying, no, I didn't mean for you to kill him. I want him back. And she said, no, it's too late. This is what you asked for. This is what you got. And apparently there was a big trial about it. Okay. But what I'm saying to you, watch what you wish for because you will get it. The universe hears you.
Yeah,
I,
well, we do have to be careful about how we talk,
yeah,
actually.
especially how Paul talks to me and how I talk to Paul.
And so my mic is on again. So hopefully,
See,
I don't know why I'm having
what is
trouble.
this all about?
I never believed I will get
Michael
back my.
Scott.
Oh, Michael's. I don't. Sorry.
He's trying to advertise readings and whatnot for this guy or whatever. Sorry, bud. You're God. We don't need knuckleheads like you. And we'll delete the comment.
Please.
Here's the thing, folks. If you want to get suckered into all of this nonsense, go ahead. It's your dime, not mine. You could go on and listen to whomever, but that's your money, not ours. And if you want to be foolish and throw your money away, let me give you my address. Exactly, Paul. The universe does hear you.
So
You want to wait? Do you have anything you want to add, Paul? Do you see something for someone or whatever? Or shall I just do a real quick? Anything for me?
I should probably have a disclaimer saying, please
Right?
don't ask anything for me ever. Don't ask that.
But seriously, both Paul and I don't like it when you get on right away and you don't. First off, hi, anything for me? What is that? I always say, get on the show. Let me know you're here. I'll say hi to you. Go sit in the corner. Go sit with everybody else. Because I have other people I have to say hi to. I can't stop and tend to you right then and there.
So one lady asked Paul, am I going to get pregnant? And he said, I don't think my wife would allow it. Oh my God.
Now that's a great one.
I,
I love that.
oh my God. Thank you, Paul.
You know what you should have said, Paul, when she said that? Am I going to get pregnant? Well, you have to have sex first.
Oh, anyway.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, what do you want to do, dear? Do you want to get
Wait a minute. Wait. I got
okay?
to see this. Hold it. Rebecca. That's funny. Nope, I'll put you in timeout. Simple as that.
Paul says that's actually true. It really happened. I believe
Oh,
you.
God, Paul.
I
That's a
believe.
great one. I love
Hmm.
that.
He might have to use it.
What is today? Wednesday. Tomorrow, folks, do not forget to tune in. Paul, are you on tomorrow? Let
Yeah,
us
he
know
said
what
he
your
was going to
time
be
is.
Thursday. So watch for those notices. I think it usually happens around 1 o'clock in our neck of the woods.
Yeah, let us
Paul's
know again,
show.
Paul. Throw it on there right now. You're
Yeah,
here.
and we would love to hear from you, Paul. And I don't know. Do you have time for any reads? We're already after the hour, after the last hour, half hour, into the last half hour. Am I making any
Uh,
sense?
but anyway, I also wanted to say, please do not forget our dear friends, Laura Lee Potvin and David Hansel. They do the thing. It's called The Thing at the Foot of the Bed, and it's on at 5 o'clock Central Standard Time.
It's a fun show.
Yep, it really is.
They show videos of, whether it's true or false, or do you want to debunk it,
Yep,
It's kind of a fun show of
paranormal stuff and all. It's
paranormal
a great
stuff.
show, it really is.
It's really fun to see.
And then after that is our dear friends Michelle de Rocher and Amelia Paisano. They do the other show called The Outer Realm. It's on at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. So please do not forget them. And Paul, please give us your coordinates, your time that you're on. Because Paul's back on the air again, folks, and we've got to back him up.
And
Okay?
Paul, I said that next week probably not won't happen because they will have a
Yeah, he's got a thing to do with Johanna. Please
but
pray for Johanna and Paul and his family. Okay? Also, we want to pray for Tony Cantu. All right? And once again, I thank you all for praying for my two daughters, Alicia and Maria. They're at home recovering.
okay.
Okay, there it is. Put it on.
Okay. Whoops. Oh, I'm missing. A man went into a chapel every day for a month parking. Please, God, let me win the lottery. I've been a good and loyal Christian and never missed church. After the month, nothing happened. So there's more. But wait, there's more.
Yep.
Can never type.
So,
Can never type fast enough. I know. And so Jojo Anderson says she's going to be doing distance healing for Paul, Johanna, Roger, and Faye. Is this okay with you guys? Absolutely. We accept all
yes,
prayer.
and we appreciate it very
We
much.
we accept all prayer. Thank you, honey. Okay, and
There it is.
so
Part two.
the man went into the chapel and said, God, why didn't you help me? God said, you first must buy a ticket. That's true, You
Yeah.
don't get to go to, yeah, okay.
Well, it's like the other one, too. The flood was coming, and the guy was on his porch, and a boat came by. And the guy said, come on, get in. The water's coming. He goes, nope, don't worry about me. He said, the Lord's going to save me. But come on. Nope, I'm all right. Go ahead. The guy left. They took off. Here comes a helicopter, and the guy's on the roof. Come on, get in. The water's coming. The water's coming. No, no, no. The Lord's going to help me. And next thing you know, they take off. The guy gets swept away. He ends up at the pearly gates and he sees the Lord. He goes, Lord, what happened? Why did you deny me? He goes, I've been a good Christian and everything. He said, why didn't you help me? He goes, I did. I sent the boat and a helicopter, but you wouldn't get on.
So, Paul Francis gives us his meaning. The meaning, you must help yourself, work on your life, live life, and learn, and then teach.
Amen
Yep.
to that. Like that.
What do you got? You got a
I got a
clock in
little
front of you,
time.
too.
Huh?
You have a clock right in front of you, too.
I can't see it because the light's right in my
Oh, I
eyes.
see.
Hello.
Hello.
So, with that, I'm going to go up and down. I'm going to do a little bit of work, folks, okay? When I say let's go to work, you know what that means. Oh, that's another thing. Good thing you put that up. If by my readings I offend you at all, I don't mean to. Excuse me, but you all know that I give it to you the way I get it. You know, if they tell me to say this to you, I'm going to say it. So if you don't want direct raw readings like that, then you're not going to hurt me if you log off. Keep that in mind. I
We don't
want you
want
to
to
stay
lose
with
you.
us,
I mean, we love that you're here, but I
right?
mean,
And I want you to stay with us. But if it's too hard for you, because both Paul and I are very real, so if it's too hard, then go ahead and log off. It's all right. I understand. But when I get something, I get something. It's as simple as that. You goofy.
we know. We absolutely know.
No, but I say it at my part that I really don't mean to offend.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, what it is. I always say that.
Right. I mean, Roger will not sugarcoat it. Neither will Paul. I mean, if it's something that needs to be said from your family that have passed, or a
Thank you,
spirit, or your
Rebecca.
guide,
Thank you.
you're like, get your act together, or something like that.
It's like the lady that I told her about the tumor, and then afterwards I told Faye, I said, "Oops, I wonder if I let the cat out of the bag." And I said, "Well, that way she'll know it's real. And if I see something and you don't do nothing about it, but then you come on later and ask for my help, what can I do? I'm here in little downtown Wisconsin, you know."
But I mean, she did come back and she said there was no offense
Oh
taken.
no, 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 no. Nancy,
I'm
I
sorry.
told you it was gonna happen. I'm sorry, honey. I really am sorry.
Yes.
Both mom and dad were beautiful people to me. And I was very fortunate to meet them before they passed. But it's like I told you, mom was tired and she wanted to go home with dad. And, forgive me for saying it this way, but what a beautiful day to go on.
Yeah. I know it's maybe a little tough, but what a beautiful day to go.
Yep.
Who
Because, like they said, he has risen. Boom. Mom has too.
Mhm.
That's beautiful. It really
But
is.
yes, we're sorry for your loss as well, Nancy. I
And
know
our prayers go out to the
it's
family, dear.
I mean, even when you know they're in a better place, you still miss
Yeah.
them. Of course you do. Hmm.
But I was very fortunate, like I said, to meet all the family. It was nice. I had a good time. Even Alex was alive at the time, so
You were talking about the person that you had found that she was had a tumor, and you were worried that it offended her or that it was giving
right.
news. But she did get back to you and said, "No worries. You did
Yep.
not offend her, and it was all good because she was already treating for it." So, I mean, it really is. Don't be if you feel fearful that he might find out something, you may not want him to read you, you know? Yeah. So Nancy, bless you, Paul says, my dad passed on Good Friday 7 years ago, so it's kind of tainted Easter for him as well. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a beautiful day. I'll tell you that right now.
Hmm.
You know, you couldn't ask for, I don't mean a bad incident, but a beautiful day. And that's what made it that much more divinely. Because, like they say on Easter, he has risen. And now mom has risen. And that's beautiful. So, you want to post what everybody's saying, honey?
So sorry for your loss. Prayers for your grieving stages. And Paul says, watch for the butterfly.
Yep.
Yep.
Now, please pray too, folks. This is going to kind of sound off the wall, but I mean this as a humanity thing. Please pray for the people in Taiwan. They had a very devastating earthquake. They're not done yet. And it's going to go now. And I said this before, and I don't want to, but I will. It's going to go west of Mexico City, is the next one. I also feel that volcano, the one in, where was it again, honey? New Iceland? Is that what
In
it's
Iceland.
called?
In Iceland. It's
Iceland.
just Iceland. Yeah.
That's going to go even bigger.
Hmm.
The last time I saw something like that was the one in Hawaii. When my friend asked me and told me he wanted to move back, and I said no. I said all I see is fire on both sides, and I hear people screaming. And a week later, it happened. So, like I said, when I see something, folks, it's because it's there. It's coming. If it doesn't come that day, it's coming for you in the future. So please, as a favor to me, please listen and please consult your doctor if I give you something medically, okay?
And can you help yourself if you do see something? You really can't. You can't stop it.
No, we can't put up any barriers and say no, no, no. We don't need this right now. I got to
Yeah,
put this up. This
Iceland
is.
has a very active volcano, actually, Paul. Absolutely.
Thank you, Cindy. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Faye already forgot my 20 years, so.
What?
No. What?
20 years of what? Incarceration? What are you talking about?
Let's see.
Yeah.
Thank you, honey. But the whole thing is, my two daughters. Here's the deal: what I was facing. My two daughters were in surgery all day long. Maria in the morning, Alicia in the afternoon. I still have my grandson who's going under chemo right now. I still have my great grandson who's in remission, and he's 6 years old now. Thank the Lord. So I'm still with that ahead of me. I'm
So
hoping that by
I just
next
want to
week.
explain something to people too. It's kind of like this. Roger sort of explained it to me before that these things that are on his mind, it's like an open file. It might be an open file, meaning his own family, their different situations, maybe something he said to you or to me, and it hasn't happened yet. And what that means, he's waiting for a response. He's waiting for something to come back. It might be good news, it might be bad news, but he's waiting for something to come back. He'll hold that. He holds that. And I think that might be also a burden of course it's going to be a sort of a burden, but that's what my observation, this is my observation.
Let me say this, Paul. Wherever they've been telling people to evacuate, that's the one I'm talking about. I don't know if it's in the North Pole or what, but all I know
Well,
is it's there.
Iceland is misnamed kind of. It is cold there, but actually Greenland is the one that's really cold. But Iceland is
The
also
one
sort
where
of
the volcano was
the
acting up
volcano.
and they told people to
It
get out. It's
Yeah,
going to
they
get
told them
worse.
to, watch out.
Between me and another reader that I know, and she's very good, we both saw that Iceland would be off the map.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
Well, we
yes.
don't know. Read it again. I'm supposed to read it again. Um,
Our
oh, I.
prayers go out to you and your people, then, honey. Just so you know. You know, here's the thing. I don't, and I said this last night, and I'm going to reiterate what I said. All these wars that are going on, they don't mean diddly squat. Trump does not mean diddly squat. Biden and Bidenomics doesn't mean diddly squat. We as human beings need to
Oh,
get together because of what's coming. Okay? Little by little, what's happening. You can see it around you. We got fires, we got floods, we got erosions, everything. Take care of each other. Now, and I said this last night. Okay, and now is the United States going to go out and start helping? And there's no offense, honey. Are they going to be the first ones to help Taiwan? Why do we always have to be first? You know, we got the Israeli war going now. What do? We send them arms to kill more people. That has to stop. You know, and we got Ukraine, who's trying to defend their country against Russia. It's just a big ball of mess. And damn it, we need to unite as human beings, not as soldiers, not as I don't know. I just get all the whole thing like a whirlwind to me.
yeah.
It all has
Well,
to
it's all
stop.
bad behavior as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it
It's all
has to
bad
stop.
behavior.
You know, we have to care about each other as neighbors and friends and human beings, regardless of color. That thing we watched, remember they were picking on the Jewish people? That show we watched, The Good Doctor. And they
Yeah.
hit the guy, he said, I'm Jew, you're Jew, boom. They hit him in the head with a crowbar. And this stuff has to stop, folks. I mean, what next thing you know, if they come out with something about Latinos, they're going to start beating up on Latinos? Come on. We're better than that. It's got to stop. All of it has to stop.
Paul says he's got to go. But he's going to see us Thursday at 7:30 UK time, so that means 1:30 Central time here. Okay, awesome. We'll
You take
check you
care,
out.
buddy. We'll be praying for Johanna for sure.
Yep, we sending love and hugs to
Oh, by the
you.
way, Paul, what happened to your daughter that got hit by the car? Is she
Well,
better now? How?
well, it's been a while, and I hope she is, and I think she is, but that's a whole nother story, right, Paul? I know.
Anyway,
Nothing.
we're sending love and prayers, Paul. Always will.
Good night. Absolutely. We only have like 10 minutes to go, honey. We
Oh
need to get
boy.
off.
I'm sorry, folks, but like I said, the calls last night and what I went through yesterday with my daughters, it all
It's
got
okay.
to
I
me.
mean, we're gonna have another show on Saturday morning too,
Yeah,
as well. We have our own show. It's called This Mug again. This Mug's for You. Okay, Maya's doing well.
super.
Awesome. Good. And we'd love for you all to join us. And you know, it would be good to see you all again. And it starts at 10:30 Central Time in the morning.
Now,
And
one thing I will reiterate for both myself and Paul and Jonathan before you call us, ask yourself, do I really need to talk to them? Is it that vital? If it's an emergency, by all means, yes. But number one, don't ever call us drunk or don't ever call us high. And make sure it's a legitimate call. Okay?
Sarah, you're asking what time this show is for us. This mug's for you Saturday at 10:30 Central Time. For Paul's Paul Francis Medium, he's you can see him on YouTube tomorrow afternoon in the United States,
1:30, right?
1:30 Central Time, 2:30 Eastern Time, and in his time is 7:30 UK time.
Sara, this show starts at 4 o'clock. Y ahorita son ya van a ser 5:30, okay? It's going to be 5:30. Our This show, Latino Psychic Vision, starts at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Thank you, Paul. Blessings to you. Very, yep. Sean has a question. Yes, we love you too, honey. We do. We want everything but the best for you.
And we hope that you folks hit the like button and the
And
share the
subscribe
show
button.
and all that whatnot.
Like, subscribe, and share. Sean Marie
And
wants
really
to.
share the show because a lot of people they need to hear what both Paul and I talked about. And my honey.
So,
Gotta put
Sean,
in the boss.
here's our phone number. And we are located in Wisconsin, but if you're not in Wisconsin or Minnesota and can't drive here,
Facebook Messenger. We do it that way.
Yep. So call us at 715 688 4091 to set up the appointment.
And Sarah, I do speak Spanish, okay? That's why the show is called Latino Psychic Visions, because I speak in the Spanish. And I lived in Texas for 27 years, and I'm a professional musician, and I played with the Chingones, and I do pretty good.
He's pretty good. It's pretty good.
You can go online to see me with Freddie Fender if you want. I like saying that one. Look up Freddie Fender and Roger Rabbit Garza, and you'll see me.
Much younger.
Yeah, with black
He's got
hair.
black hair. You might not recognize him. I think
And
you
now it's ¿Quién es ese pelón? That means who's that bald guy?
So yes, you're getting the message. Everyone needs to do their part, loving themselves, so there's more peace and love within them, and then out. Absolutely. So that comes with what we say every week.
Yep, and this is what we say because Kathy already put it up. Where'd it go? We always say this, folks. We'll see you Saturday, first off at 10:30 in the morning when we do this mugs for you, which is a coffee mug, okay? So make sure you got your cafe or your tea or your hot chocolate, okay? Abuelita's hot chocolate. Now, we always say every show, love everyone you can on this earth while you are here. Why? Because, and I got these words in a reading, because love is life and life is love. Take care of yourselves. Do not forget Paul tomorrow at 1:30 in the afternoon. Don't forget our friends Laura Lee Potvin and David Hansel at 5 o'clock. And then at 8 o'clock, Michelle de Rocher and Amelia Paisano doing The Outer Realm. And Laura Lee's show is the thing at the foot of the bed. So we'll hopefully see you at one of those shows, okay? Take care of yourselves. Be good to everybody. Never mind the bullshit that's going on. Be kind to each other. Help out your veterans, number one, the homeless veterans and the homeless people. And you'll be rewarded. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Love you all. Did we say
Adios.
love you? Did we say the thing we usually say?
Yes, I just said it. That's why I put that up there.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Goodbye, Faye.
Goodbye.